So we're almost at the end of the year here, and Amazon's telling me that 160,717 books have been published just this year alone in the business and investing category, which is just crazy. Of course, I've read them all here in my garage, but I have read about 45 books here in 2017. Some of those books were sent to me in the mail, others were recommended to me by friends, and some of them were just rereads.
What are you doing?
But only one of those books is my favorite business book of 2017, and it's this book right here. But really quick before I go on, I need to tell you what I mean by the best. 3 things. Number 1, the most actionable, the stuff that I could actually use in my business and in my life right now. Number 2, it's the most relevant. It actually matters to the things that I'm actually working on right now and the things that I'm teaching too. And number 3, am I actually getting results from this book? So let's continue. It's called The Coaching Habit, Say Less, Ask More, and Change the Way You Lead Forever by Michael Bungay Stainer. And here's why I love it so much. Now, you don't have to be considered a coach by profession in order to benefit from this book. Actually, we're all considered coaches, in my opinion, in one way, shape, or form. Whether you are an influencer online, building a business, online or offline, perhaps you are a manager of a team of some kind, or maybe you're a parent or a teacher. Doesn't matter. You are, in one way or another, trying to help other people. But the big problem is too many people who are trying to help others are doing too much telling and not enough asking. Here's a truth bomb right here. You're probably not getting very effective coaching, and you're probably not delivering very effective coaching. When I go back in time and think about the past and consider the best coaching that I've received, it's always been those who have asked the right questions, who have gotten me to determine what to do, not have told me what to do. Now, the heart of this book are the 7 essential questions. So I'm gonna do a quick overview of what these 7 essential questions are, but make sure you stick around to the end because I'm gonna give you a chance to actually get a copy of this book from me. So the first thing I learned, this isn't even the first question that was mentioned in the book, is to ask one question at a time. You ask, and then you listen. Ask, listen. Ask, listen. Ask, listen. You ask one question, you let that person answer. So the first question is called the KICKSTART question. The big problem coaches have is that they actually take too much time to just cut to the chase and get right to it. You ramble, you're slow to set it up, just get right to the conversation so that you can get right to the help that you can offer. So the number 1 question that you can ask to start out with when you're coaching somebody is, well, what's on your mind? This allows the person to share what they are going through. You're not setting anything up and actually helping to direct the conversation. It's all about what's on that person's mind because that's exactly what you need to work with, what's on that person's mind. Number 2, the awe question. Not, oh yeah, or aw, but awe, as in A-W-E. And what else? What I love about this question is it's so simple. And what else? It allows you to put it into their hands to tell you, well, what is really the problem here? Your goal here is to get deeper into the root of the problem. And oftentimes when people answer that initial question, it's just very surface level. But by asking, well, what else? You're forcing that person to actually dig deep, and they're going to dig deep for you. Number 3 is called the focus question, and that is, what's the real challenge here? This allows you to focus on the real problem, not the first problem, which are often very different. Question number 4, the foundational question, and this is the big one. What do you want? How great is it when somebody asks you what you want, when you feel appreciated? So when you're getting coached, to know that the person coaching you is asking you, well, what is it exactly that you need? What is it that you want? It helps that person understand that they're in the right place. It helps them feel safe. It helps them open up a little bit, and it helps them be honest. You need to know where you're going before you tell them where to go and what directions to take. Which leads us into question number 5, which is called the lazy question, which is really interesting because, like I just said, we want to find out how do we actually help this person, but now we're being lazy and asking this question here. Well, how can I help? But of course, it depends on how you ask this question. For example, what if you asked it like this? Well, how can I help? Genuinely, honestly, be curious about how you can help the person you're coaching. But here's what Michael says is the power behind this super lazy question. First, you're getting the person you're coaching to actually give you a request, to tell you exactly what they came there for. A lot of times when they come to this conversation with you or when you're coaching them, they might not even know what they want. And secondly, and most important, it stops you from thinking you know the best way to help. And it stops you from taking action that may not be the right action to take. Now, the lazy question is going to offer up specific things that this person can do that, again, they discovered for themselves, actions that they can take. And your role with question number 6, which is called the strategic question, is to help this person create boundaries about, well, what they should and shouldn't be doing. And that strategic question is this. If you're saying yes to this, Well, what are you saying no to? And I love this because this creates boundaries about what the actions are and what they are not. So I love this question. There's a lot of meat here and a lot of ins and outs in the book. I recommend you get the book to go deeper into all of this, of course. But I love that question because really when you say yes to something, you're also saying no to something too. Which leads us to question number 7, the final question here in the list of essential questions, and that is the learning question. And that question is this: what was the most useful for you? By asking a person, well, what was the most useful for you? It assumes the conversation went well and they did learn something. And it also really makes people think, well, what really did I get out of this conversation that I can move forward with? It also makes it very personable, allows you to collect feedback at the same time, and it also allows people to understand that you are actually helpful. Which means that if you are, for example, doing coaching where you are charging a recurring monthly payment in order to get access to you, well, they're gonna continue to pay with you. If you have people in an online course, perhaps, maybe they're gonna be more likely to continue to work with you in another online course that you come out with. Or perhaps you're gonna be hired again as a consultant for the next big project. By reminding people what it is that you did for them and allowing them to be the one to share it with you, it makes it a win for everybody. So that was a quick summary of the best business book I've read of 2017. I encourage everybody to go check it out. You can see a link on Amazon below. That is an affiliate link, so I do get a commission if you do go through that link. And like I said earlier, you have a chance to actually win this book too. So here's how it's gonna go down. First, make sure you like this video, and secondly, comment. I'm gonna select 5 random commenters on Christmas Day, December 25th, 2017, and I'll reach out to you, and I'll get your address, and I'll send it to you free of charge on me, so that you can have it at the first of the year. And if you're overseas, it might take a little bit longer, but I'm gonna send it to you so that this can be one of the first books you read of the year, so it can help you in your business with your life. Like this video, leave a comment below. Again, make sure that if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon. You can join the notification squad because if you comment within an hour after my videos go live, you can also receive an SPI pin. So like the video, leave a comment. I'll reach out to those 5 people on Christmas Day. And again, happy holidays to all of you, and thank you for your support in joining me to help change the world by helping us not just make more money, but make more time and serve more people too. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.